best movie ever. Oh sure, you can go to your 40th anniversary screenings of Gremlins, your 20th anniversary screening of The Polar Express, but I for one will search far and wide for the 10th anniversary screening of Winter's Tale. Gotta get Sarah on the phone. We'll find that theater. Based on the 1983 book by Mark Halperin, it's the timeless tale of a thief on the run from his demonic former gang and falls in love with a woman dying from consumption, and he'll use all of his powers to be with his true love, even if it means magically traveling to modern-day New York with his guardian horse to turn any of his enemies into snowmen. It's best we sum it up lightly before strapping in for this ride. The book, however, had spectacular reviews, and the rights for it were bought by Spielberg the year the book was released, but it would be one of those projects that'd be in development hell for a few decades after going through a lot of different hands. In 2002, Martin Scorsese was briefly attached, but left due to feeling it'd be unfilmable as a movie. Do I need to mention the snowman deaths again? Never before has a movie been more filmable. The project got new life once Akiva Goldsman took interest, having previously won an Oscar for writing A Beautiful Mind, and had success with adapting books to film before, as he also wrote the scripts for The Client, A Time to Kill, and The Da Vinci Code, and he also wrote Batman and Robin. He knows how to have characters that work well in the cold. Calling it a passion project, this would be his first feature as a director, bringing along Oscar nominee Caleb Deschanel as cinematographer, who shot Being There, The Right Stuff, and The Natural, and with music from Hans Zimmer too. Hell, let's get the TriStar Pictures horse on loan to co-star. The movie didn't go over very well, but it's a favorite among those who may not be looking for something good, but it's definitely not boring. It's about damn time we're watching Winter's Tale.
I'm watching my video. I'm watching my video. Oh, watching my video. Sure looks good to me.
Oh, no need to tell me I stopped at the Weed Road. Time for some pot talk.
What if, once upon a time, there were no stars in the sky at all?
And what if, like, the sun is just a flaming basketball from NBA Jam? We start out in New York, 2014, where it doesn't matter what happened in the past, because Jesus is here to save us. He remembers fondly back to the year 1895. That's when Grand Central Station had a Cinnabon, and when all the immigrants came to America and were being tested for any potential actor to play Superman. All right, Matt Bomer, hop on up here. We'll see if you're up for the challenge.
I'm sorry. You'll have to go back.
What? Take me to this Henry Cavill. I want to meet him face to face. Colin Farrell plays Peter Lake, who is flashing back to when his parents couldn't enter the country because of tuberculosis, and Tinkerbell forgot her passport and couldn't come either. The parents had a choice: drop him off at a nearby orphanage where he'll grow up in a jaunty Oliver-like musical, or take a model ship and cross your fingers that he makes it to shore safe.
As we seek out the light, darkness gathers.
Jesus Christ, Dad, could you have at least picked a sunny day? Don't know what's happening in 2014 or 1895? Don't worry, it's 1916 now. I'm not even gonna question that he looks older than 21. The answer to everything in this movie will be magic. They are still desperate to get him into musical theater. Chase me all you want. I'm not gonna burst out singing Street Rat. His former gang is pissed that he wants to leave. Why are you mad? He's the clumsiest one. Luckily for him, the alleys in the early 1900s were littered with getaway horses. Russell Crowe's Pearly Soames should have factored in flying horses. What is happening?
He's got the goddamn horse.
What do you mean he's got the horse? What horse? Anyway, time to meet the lovely Beverly, played by Jessica Brown Findlay. The movie was already feeling like Downton Abbey meets Peaky Blinders meets Highlander 2, The Horsening. Beverly needs new glasses because of her constant fever from the consumption, which she seems fine with.
The fever can make things wonderful.
You're thinking of disco fever, hence the reflections of the disco ball in your room. You don't need glasses, you just need a sweet pair of platform shoes. Peter, however, has more expenses. The magic horse is just another mouth to feed.
I want a saddle, oats, and I want a nice blanket for him.
Oh yeah, sure, I'll head on over to the Super Walmart. I'll be back in 5 minutes. If he's so magical, how come the horse can't even talk? And why does everyone else know about the horse but me?
I was wondering when you'd get here.
I speak human, giraffe, whale, humpback, and sperm.
Yeah, great. I don't know if I'm ready for artsy hot to trot. Meanwhile, as adult Hugo still hangs out in the ceiling, he'll sneak out at night and grab day-old bagels from the Starbucks. Maybe we can find some kind of explanation for the horse over at the gang hideout.
Seems like a lot for a horse.
Well, that's because it's not a horse. It's a dog.
You just said it was a...
Oh, did you hear me? The horse is a dog. What more do you need to know? Pearlie is the one who raised Peter, but now wants him dead. That would be more impactful if I ever got the sense that they even met each other before, let alone Pearlie raising him. But when I ask one question, another comes up. Excellent. They're on their way to find the Ark of the Covenant now. Impressive. The magic light showed them where Peter was hiding, but ooh, too late. He's not even here. What a waste of magic. Magic has very bad timing in this. Also, save your deep thoughts for the narration. It's freezing in here and your sibling wants to get some sleep.
And when we're done here, if it's after one life, we rise up into the sky and we become stars.
The hell? So it's the ending of Don't Eat the Pictures where the prince and his cat became stars? The horse is basically Peter's compass. He knows that the plot can't move forward until Peter breaks into Beverly's house, so he ain't moving until Peter does. Each of these plot lines could serve as their own movie, whether it's about daylight home invader Peter Lake, or Beverly who has to remain cold or she dies like she's the truck from Chill Factor. How is anyone supposed to get anything done with the lens flares still spying on them? Is there a J.J. Abrams movie being filmed across the street? Tell him to cut it out! Peter didn't know that the person in the house would be so hot. Literally, you got your work cut out for you. Play it cool, don't say anything stupid.
Squeaks.
You want to try that again, Stuart Little?
What are you doing here?
I'm just robbing the place, you know?
Well, you're being cool about it, so sure, we can be love interests. I would personally have tea with anyone who pulls off the Shemp-Howard hair like this. Too bad she can't have her tea hot, though.
It's black and from China. It's too hot for me to drink, but the smell always reminds me of London.
Ma'am, you're drinking Snapple. She is giving him all the hints, by the way.
I'm 21 and I've never been kissed on the mouth.
Is this a trap? Did Pearlie put you up to this? Their chemistry is better than I remembered it, honestly. The dialogue's not great, but they have little nuances to their reads, like their reactions or their smirks, that at least help make the performances overcome a lot of the craziness here. I mean, you gotta love a smile during a line like this.
By the time you get back, I'll already be dead.
I'm confused. That sounds sad, but you look thrilled. When in doubt, ask the horse!
Horse. What have you gotten me into, horse?
Oh hey, he has a dog. I love a man with a dog. This is definitely an Anyway movie. Anyway, as Pearlie wants the finest table for his drunk talk.
I'll tell you what they're trying to do. What they're trying to do is to fill the whole sky with stars.
I wholeheartedly endorse Russell Crowe to play Popeye. It's gonna be even more confusing when he takes an order.
I would like to have a South African spotted eagle owl, and pan-fried with some potatoes. It'd be lovely. A little bit of parsley.
Sir, this is a Wendy's. I'm sure he'll take kindly to this.
Sorry, sir. Don't got no owl.
My God, I don't even have the answers for the horse, and now Russell Crowe is a demon? Makes sense to me. They didn't have his order, he did a devil face, and that was enough inspiration for him to draw a picture with blood to know who Peter is with.
What girl?
The red-haired girl.
Which redhead girl?
That one.
They're putting out a nationwide manhunt on Jessica Rabbit. That drawing isn't enough to go on. Never mind. Hello, she looks just like this blood smear on the placemat. It has to be her. Who else could it be? Oh, and Graham Greene is the one who found baby Peter in the boat and seems to be regretting it.
Pearlie's on top of me. If I don't get out of town, I'm as good as killing myself.
Peter, is there a question here?
Boy, am I glad you asked. I've got plenty. Let's take a break before he also dies from a sudden severe headache.
At Kellogg Canada, we take great pride in the quality food products we make and work hard all year to bring our best to you each morning. We wish you and yours the very best of everything.
We're back, and Graham explains that it's all about miracles, son.
Inside of each of us is a miracle, and that miracle is meant for one person and one person alone.
I see. I will use my power to bring back the Arch Deluxe, or at least explain the horse to me.
The universe sends us spirit guides. They often appear as animals. One is a Thanzor. He's a dog of the East. He sometimes appears as a white horse.
Geez, sorry I asked. Just tell me that the horse is my guardian angel and I'll accept that. Luckily, he was found in the boat by someone who knows all the answers, including that Beverly may be the one who needs his miracle and that there's demonic agents of chaos after him. Careful, they really blend in.
Driver?
I'm afraid he's become indisposed.
You seem trustworthy. Sure, you could be my chauffeur. He just comes right out and says, yeah, I'm looking for Peter and I'm gonna kill him. Something about this feels like a dark universe movie that never got made, albeit a creepy one.
I love blood on the snow, Beverly Penn. Especially virginal blood.
Uh-oh, the horse's virgin blood sense is tingling. Time for a very convenient save.
No!
I am a goddamn demon. How did I not see that horse coming? They have their own horses waiting nearby, too. He's evil, so it's a darker horse. And if that doesn't work, cars. But can your horse or cars do this?
Peter! Peter, wait!
Son of a bitch, I knew I should have brought the flying cars. Why don't we chase them?
We can't follow him up there.
Why not?
The rules.
What rules? Since when does this movie have rules? And what happens when you break the rules? Of course they shoot you. Luckily, she knows where to go. There's a castle on the lake that happens to belong to her dad, and they'll be safe.
I've been coming here since I was a little girl. My father says nothing happens here that isn't supposed to.
Well, that sounds sleazy. What the hell's your dad up to? And don't leave me in the room with him for awkward small talk.
Can claret be all right with you?
Don't you pronounce it claret?
You pronounce the T, just as in fillet.
I always thought it was filet.
Just agree with anything the man says?
No, it's fillet. Just as in wallet, you don't say wallet, do you? You say wallet.
Were William Hurt's lines originally written for the children? Damn it, I have smarter conversations with my horse. Even though Peter's a thief, why wouldn't her dad trust him?
My name is Peter Lake, you're right. I'm a thief, and I'm a damn good one. I love Beverly. Our relationship goes by no name.
Right, we've known each other 24 hours, but once you share a magic horse ride, something is telling us that we belong together. I just keep thinking Professor X has something to do with this home. Her fever powers are so strong, she has to walk around barefoot, which melts the snow. At least the movie is medically accurate. He gives her a mind trick that will stop her melting powers. What might that be?
Caster. Pollux.
Naming all the characters from Face Off, obviously. I also think people in this universe are bad at drawing faces. I'm just gonna focus on the hair too, but at least I'm using crayons and not blood. Plus, he can see where Beverly sleeps, the finest greenhouse on the rooftop, perfect for recreating all the bedtime stories.
Daddy told me a story about a princess who died.
Sounds like a downer. Doesn't your dad have Cat in the Hat or something? And it's past your bedtime.
Okay, you can put me to bed now.
You have legs, don't you? Just when you think the movie won't have any more surprises, 50 minutes in, that's when they bring in the devil himself to make an appearance.
Hello, Burley.
Hello, Your Honor.
Oh, it gets better.
I'd like permission to travel north of the city.
Well, that is quite a request, Pearlie, considering what happened last time.
This is a whole movie of me thinking I've sat on the remote and switched to another movie. In this case, Pearlie needs to make a request to Will Smith as Satan in order to leave town. See? He has the blood paper as proof.
Pearlie, that could be anyone.
Okay, Lou.
Go figure, Satan is the smartest one in it, even if the dialogue here is still wacky.
You trained him. Embarrassing, no?
Shit happens.
Gotta love a good old shit happens before they have a demonic face battle. No matter who wins, it'll be jarring.
Elude your meager understanding. Find another way now!
One perfect shot. But back to the castle, where if the demons won't kill her, the dancing will.
Oh, my father says the dancing will kill me.
Challenge accepted. Also, it's Shane and Pale Rider now, as the stranger joins her father so the two can bond over saving the house from a runaway furnace. Sadly, if the furnace explodes and they die, I know exactly how the movie will end. But it looks like they got the hang of things. And they've decided on a new pope. Well, that was fun. So, can I call you Dad now? And what the hell, I just saved all your lives. You can put yourself to bed. They may be in love now, but all that lovey-dovey snow talk may get old if they're together for a long time.
Of it. Or melt all the snow I'm standing on.
Give me a chance and you'll melt all the snow in the world.
Watch, I'll write our names in the snow with my urine. Wait, you fool, don't sit her by the fire, she might melt. It's okay, he has a plan. This York peppermint patty will cool her right up. This place looks fancy, but I don't know about the service. Ugh, the pepper doesn't go in the wine. Let's take a break. They gotta fix the ceiling too. The lens flares are caving in.
Hello, my name's Joe Santa. I'm here to get the facts straight. The fact is, only one law protects your Christmas shopping, and that's seller's law of lowest prices. Case closed!
At your store, Sellers, with the lowest prices, the law.
We're back to the best prom night ever. It's not who you go with, it's who takes you home to your castle so you can have sex in a tent on the rooftop. I can't believe this didn't happen in any of the porn parodies I watched. The sex here is so hot that guess what happens?
Beverly. Beverly.
That's right, it was so steamy it killed her. Well, I'm sad and shocked, but at the same time, damn, I'm good. Without a doctor around for Miles, perhaps the old fairy tale trick of kissing her in the frozen Sleeping Beauty room will work. Damn. Well, you could always give her a magic feather and see if she flies. It worked for the horse. This is a bad time for all. Please, please don't ask me to pick you up right now. Oh, thank God. Wait, this is also poison, isn't it? It took them long enough to find him again.
He was over at a graveyard in Queens burying some girl, and then he went back to Grand Central for his horse.
Sure hope you're happy going to Grand Central to get your Auntie Anne's fix. You may have doomed us. Although that gives us one of the best shots in the movie.
Do you ever ask yourself why the universe goes to all this trouble?
Hell yeah, horse off! Even Peter has lost the plot at this point.
He doesn't like eternal benevolence and light.
Pearly Soames, I've no real idea what you're talking about, but
Don't tell him that. You're just gonna give him the demon face again. You never know what this movie will turn into next. I am all for the section that becomes Gangs of New York meets The Last Unicorn with a little bit of the Bermuda Triangle. With the horse realizing he left his wallet at Grand Central, Peter's only hope is to get knocked in the water, which gives him the gift of immortality, where he will continue living to the year 2014, and the only memory he has is Pearlie's bloody doodles at the local restaurants. This is believable. If Colin Farrell does live to be 119 years old, he will still just look like this. It took Peter damn near a century, but he did get better at drawing hair. Faces are still a bit tricky though. Fate will step in and bring the movie a whole new set of side characters.
I smashed into you.
You did. You alright?
Oh God, not this shit again. I'm very old now. Let's stay away from the nice Messiah, honey. I'll carve you his image on toast later. He still hasn't gotten his memory back, but at least he has the great idea to start a YouTube series where he tries centuries-old chocolate. Pearlie is doing much better too. He finally got approved for the best apartment in the city, and he uses modern technology of magic pearls to show him what Peter is up to. At least you could have had the gang members change their style. They stick out way more in the 21st century. They're not even used to magic.
Drop everything else. Find this man.
Boss, this is like 100 years old.
You say that like it makes a difference in this universe. Anyway, Jennifer Connelly plays Virginia, who works at a library and can possibly help him restore his memory. And that was easy enough. All this time, he just had to look up some pictures and he's good now. I still give it this though, the performances here are so damn genuine that I may not know why any of this is happening, but I'm still like, yeah, okay, he's 119. On to the next thing. Now the legendary Eva Marie Saint is in it, in her last movie role before her retirement, here playing the adult version of young Willa. Give us a sign that it's you. What are you kidding? I might hurt you. Eva may not have gone out on the best movie of her career, but she went out on an ambitious one, and she is very good in it, even if I'm asking, wait, so is Willa also over 100 years old and still running a newspaper? Like, how? At least tell me she also jumped in the immortality water. Tell me something. Anything.
The night she died, I searched the sky for her, and I found her there in Orion's belt.
She searched the cat first. And don't go outside. You know Pearlie's men will be waiting wherever is most convenient for the story.
Tell the boss that we found him.
Yeah, he's a little busy right now. The devil lets him in on the secret that maybe Beverly was sacrificed so Peter could live forever or something.
She made him love her so much that he could not die. He was her miracle.
Did she know that? Also, I'm Satan. Don't you think I've had better shit to do for 100 years than hear about your vendetta against people with magic horses? So what's Pearlie's plan? He wants to become mortal so he can fight Peter to the death. Why? You've had since 1916 to let it go. I love how that's my biggest why, and not that the devil has been wearing the same Jimi Hendrix shirt for 100 years. People forget the superior 1910s era Hendrix. It's starting to get easier to see where some of it goes. Virginia's daughter has cancer, so okay, Peter's miracle is going to be for her and not Beverly. He puts this together when he finds out why he could never draw faces. It's because the red hair wasn't hair at all, but her red scarf.
The girl I've been drawing. It was her all along. That's why I stayed alive. I'm her miracle.
Well, nothing else has cured her, so let's give this a shot. But how are they going to get out of here in time before Pearlie's men get there? Horse, you son of a bitch! I think Pearlie is just mad he keeps losing to the horse at the last second. don't you worry, we're flying so low that it ain't gonna be the only time we're gonna be shot at before making it to safety. Safety being that we're now freezing to death on the lake. That was fine with your old girlfriend with consumption, but it's too cold. We're dying quicker over here. We'll be back. A flying horse may be fast, but I guess it's only a minute faster than getting all of our cars together, assembling your gang, and then driving there yourself.
He writes letters to love, time, and death.
Will Smith, Collateral Beauty, rated PG-13.
We're back. Pearlie thinks he has Peter cornered, but Peter still has the horse for protection. Coward! Kidding, he has a plan.
The ice is gonna break!
Whoa, whoa, wait, what did we do? I took this job because it paid the best to feed my family for Christmas. No! As for Pearlie versus Peter, that they gotta do on their own, in which Russell Crowe really did handle a lot of the choreography for the scene. Maybe it's why it has a sweet bar fight feel to it, until it, of course, gets weird. Look, the theme of the movie is magic. Magic exists, so if you're painted into a corner, magic will always help you. If you're losing the fight, he'll magically be given the label from the model ship at the beginning, which contains the code for the snowman fatality. They really should have kept in the deleted scene where the kids make snowballs out of him. Now he can use his miracle to save Abby. God is really complicated here. Why not simply put the girl in contact with a miracle cure and leave it at that? Why did the miracle have to come with a large body count that spanned a century, plus immortality water and a snowman weapon? I guess my work here is done. Still sucks my one true love is dead. Only one thing to do now. That's right, we really are doing the ending from Don't Eat the Pictures.
And that must be his cat.
It's a dog! Well, not only could you tell that this was a book movie, but you can also tell that there's a lot of stuff between the plot turns that's missing. It is like a Cliff Notes version that jumps from one bonkers plot point to the next, making it extremely random, yet unpredictable. And it is incredibly earnest about it, which makes it a movie that doesn't work for its intended schmaltzy purpose, but it does make it entertaining for a bad movie night. The movie was a bomb and was blasted by critics, but I for one am glad to have seen this in an empty theater with a friend where we had the time of our lives. If you want daily updates, shorts, and more, follow us on Facebook. Plus, we're also on Threads and Blue Sky at the Cinema Snob, and we'll see you next week for more hot, deadly sex, I'm sure.
She sleeps in her tent on the roof, and you do not.